All right, let's go to Stephen Dean's forehead.
That's a good place for a dildo.
Yeah, so we Stephen Dean's forehead. Perfect place for a suction cup dildo. Stick it right on there.
And Eduardo caressed her supple breast, and she reached for his manhood. And he wanted, oh, hi, hey, John. Hey, cousin Eileen.
Yeah,
Mama and him says we're going to come visit come wintertime.
Is he reading the Harlequin Romance?
Oh, no, he's doing dead on Isaiah, though. That's perfect.
That was a great impression. That might be better than your impression.
Yeah, I'd give it to him. He does you better than you, man.
That's me better than me.
I was just doing a little bit of reading.
Well, thank you, Stephen Dean.
Wait, what was that narration from? Was that...
Yeah, what were you actually, what
that
was
sounds
it?
like 50 Shades of Grey.
What was it? Yeah, you were reading for...
It's a romance novel. I found it.
Yeah.
I found it at the book fair.
It only cost me 47 tokens and 2 tickets, and I got it. It was used and sticky. What? Hey, so have you ever been fishing? Have you ever caught anything weird while you were fishing, Stephen D?
No, I did go deep sea fish diving one time, and everybody was catching sharks and stuff, and I still caught a brim just like I would in my creek in my backyard.
Caught a brown?
Yeah, it's like a sea brim or something.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay, gotcha.
Not even big enough to eat.
Yeah, I haven't been fishing in a very long time. I think the last time I went fishing, I was in Raleigh. I was going to NC State. There was a lake there, and me and my buddy Booger and Ryan and Brad Whaley came to visit. They wanted to go fishing. We got on this little boat, and I'm like, guys, we can drink beer anywhere. We don't have to get into all this. Like, fine, I'll go. Oh, it's fine. Let's go sit in the boat. And I did all of, and I'm like, and I went like, I think they're probably over there. And I went, boom, caught one. I caught one like that.
Oh, wow.
And they didn't catch crap. I caught 2 that day. They caught 0. I'm like, you guys are dumb.
Did you catch and release?
Yeah, we released them.
That's what I need to do in my dating life sometimes. Catch
and release.
Yeah.
Stephen Dean, what's new? How do you what do you want to talk about? You want to play a
Well, I was going to tell you a story about when I was in high school. It's kind of about what y'all talked about last time about the teachers. And I had this science teacher that I could imitate really good. And last half of the school year, he would send me to the office, and I just wouldn't go. I'd just walk around and come back later and act mad like I went, you know. But he liked to give dictation, and so when he would give dictation, he'd start out a sentence and do half a sentence right, and then he'd pause for a second. So I would time it out, and I'd go sharpen my pencil when he was in line with me. And I'd wait till he'd say one half of the sentence, and then I'd finish it for him, and then watch everybody in the classroom start looking around like, what the hell? And start erasing what they just wrote. And then another time, my buddy, he got in trouble with him, something about a test or something small. But he told us that he was supposed to call his mom after school. So I got home first and called his mom and told her that he had hung a rubber on my chalkboard and all this shit. Got him in all kind of trouble.
That is hilarious. So you can sound just like this teacher.
Yeah. And I was like, this is Mr. Nix, and your son Ben, he done put a rubber on my chalkboard. And she was, oh, well, I'll talk to his father about this. And so I waited a couple of minutes and called, when I knew he got home, and called Ben. And I'm talking to Ben, and his mom's like, you get off that phone right now. And the whole time, Ben's thinking that Mr. Nix is calling him about something little. So he's like, Mom, don't worry about it. And she comes over there and knocks the phone out of his hand and is like, I told you to get off that damn phone. He got in all kind of trouble.
That is hilarious. You set him up. Did you ever tell him that it was you?
Yeah, then well he knew. He figured it out, and the
Give
next
our
day
other
he got on the
friend
bus
another
and was like,
minute
"You,
to
you
join.
asshole."
I did that to
Reverse.
something similar to this to Chad Bowman one time. We used to prank call people all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Before caller ID and all that crap, you could do it, It's easier.
Yeah.
And you could three-way call people, too.
Yeah.
That was, remember that?
Oh, I love the three-way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Three-way and call waiting and all that.
I called Chad Bowman's, I prank called his house, and his mom answered the phone. And she's like, hello? I was like, get Chad Bowman. I said something like that. Like I was trying to disguise my voice. Like, get Chad. She's like, who is this? I said, he's got my stuff. It's under the bed. And I just made up something. Now I had no clue. I had no idea that he actually had
Stuff under the
vodka
bed.
under his bed.
Oh.
So his mom went in there, found the vodka, and then poured it out and told him like, somebody called and said you had their stuff. Why are you holding other people's vodka like
Oh,
that?
wow.
And, it took me a long time to tell him it was me because I
Wow.
didn't know there'd be anything under his bed.
Yeah.
Oh, I love those days. Those are good old days.
That's
man.
how you done me with my the guy that cheated on with my first wife.
What did I do?
Well, you didn't know the story, but we were in Nashville, and he was in the crowd.
Oh, Nashville, yes.
Yeah, and ironically, you said, he was heckling you, and you said, stand up, I want to introduce you to my friend back here, he'll whip your ass. And we already had 3 or 4 fights and about 3 DOs. Or, yeah.
I didn't know that the guy, it wasn't really him, it was the girl that was with him that was kind of being loud and rude. And I was like, you better deal with this, buddy. And then I said, I forgot where the conversation went, but I said something like, well, I don't have to worry about you. I got some friends back here. In fact, I got one buddy who's 8 feet 37 inches tall, twisted steel. And I did the whole thing. I said, stand up, Sean. And then Sean kind of looked over there, and he knew the guy.
Yeah, that's
like
my
you had already whipped his ass one time.
Well, we've had a few battles.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
the first place I worked at was this Dairy Queen type place, and the guy that worked there was always pulling little pranks on people. And the manager was like, I wish I could get them back. So I told her, I was like, well, just put me on schedule and all of us together. So when they did, I drained the grease out of the grease fryer and put it out back by the dumpster. And I told her, I was like, when he gets on break, tell him to bring out the trash. And I also carried a big bucket of flour out there. And then I had another guy with me with a camera.
yeah.
And so when he comes throwing the trash, she went out with him, and she would throw the trash bag to him, and then he would turn around and throw it in a dumpster. So I timed it out. When he caught the thing and turned around, I deuced him with that oil and that grease. And then he looked down and looked back up, and then I had the flour, and I deuced him with the flour.
This is called tar and feather.
Yeah, he tar and feathered it, dude.
basically. Yeah, he chased me all around the parking lot for a while.
Wait, was this grease still scalding hot? Did he get
No,
third-degree
it was
burns?
sitting- I drained the fryer earlier that
Yeah,
day.
okay.
And just put a 5-gallon bucket
Compassionate
behind. So put a 5-gallon bucket out behind the dumpster.
That's great. That ain't nothing like a good revenge.
Wow. You got
Yeah.
this?
Turn into a slip and slide in the parking lot.
Yeah, we took all kind of pictures of them, had them posted all over the restaurant. And
Wow. Well, dude, thanks for bouncing in here. Don't go anywhere. Stick around as long as you want. We got other people I want to try and get to real quick, especially Mr. Doe Days, who's up there in the far right corner. I want to talk to him and see if we can get details about what was going on up there in Indiana or Virginia, wherever the heck you guys are. Get him on in here, the Alan Jackson. Thank you, Steve.
all right. Thank you very much.
Like I love that guy. He's funny, dude. He's got good stories. That's hilarious. Thank you. I like his Isaiah impression too. Let's get